everybody, it's Kelsee Briana J, and today I'm going to be talking to you all about some of my favorite summer fragrances. And as you all can tell, I love fragrances, and I've been sharing my love for fragrances a little bit more on my channel because you all have been asking me to do more fragrance content. So of course I'm going to do it, and I decided to do my favorite summer fragrances because these fragrances to me really embody the summer season. I picked out a good amount of fragrances. Some of them I've been wearing for years and years and years, and I love, and some of them are a little bit newer. I need a scent to really embody my mood and my vibe, and I love that fragrances can really transport you into a different place and time and a different experience if you let it, because the sensorial appeal of fragrances to me just makes it so interesting, and I love collecting them. But before we get into those, I do want to share a new fragrance that was sent to me by House of Sillage, and this one is a new one in their Whispers in the Garden collection. This scent is Whispers of Temptation, and they were so kind enough to send me this scent that is so hypnotic. I am so here for it. It smells leathery, very seductive and sensual. It's like if you could look at the color of the bottle and imagine something being super romantic and just sexy, that is what this gives. And look at that picture of Nicole. I mean, it's just stunning. It says, ignite your innermost fantasy and surrender to temptation. Embrace the addictive warm saffron flower. Immerse in the aroma of warm leather suede and smoky oud vapor, and escape to an erotic realm of ecstasy. That description just described a whole lot of things, and this fragrance really embodies that. Seriously, it smells so good. So I love House of Sillage so much. They are so detail oriented. I love all of the Swarovski crystals. I love the detail on the top. I love the glass detail. There's engraving on the inside that says House of Sillage and the actual scent's name. It's the epitome of luxury, and that is what I love so much from their house. This is an oud scent, but to me it smells more leathery than it does a traditional oud, which is what I love a lot from House of Sillage, because they're always going to give you an interesting spin on ingredients that you think you know so well. So on that note, I can't be the only person smelling good here, okay? So I've partnered up with House of Sillage to do a giveaway for you all to have a chance to enter to win this scent, Whispers of Temptation. So in order to win, you have to do 4 things. First, you have to subscribe to me here on my YouTube channel. Make sure you become a Kel Belle. You have to, second, follow me on Instagram at Kelsee Briana J. 3, you have to subscribe to House of Sillage's newsletter, and I will have a link in the description box for you all to find the link to sign up. So the 4th thing that you have to do is leave a comment. You can say anything in your comment, but just make sure that you have your Instagram name in the comments. And you guys, it is pouring down raining outside, but make sure you leave your Instagram name in the comments. That way I can go and find you on Instagram and notify you that you've won. This contest will be open until July 19th at 11:59 Pacific Standard Time. At that time, I will select a winner at random, and I will contact you to let you know that you've won the following day. So make sure you are watching your DMs, because you have 24 hours to respond, and if you don't respond within that time frame, then I will move on to the next winner. So good luck. I cannot wait to share this experience with someone else because I love House of Sillage. So I definitely want one of my Kel Belles to be able to experience a House of Sillage fragrance as well, and I do thank House of Sillage for partnering with me on this giveaway. So now let's get into some of my favorite summer fragrances, starting with this new one that I've added to my collection that Twisted Lily was so kind enough to let me select from their website. So I'm so excited to add it to my collection because you all know I love purple, especially if it has that pop. And look at this. Oh my gosh. This is a scent from Xerjoff, and it is called Imabile. It is an Italian fragrance house, and I am so excited to add this to my collection because look at this bottle. This scent smells exactly like how it looks in the bottle. It looks very bright, very poppy, very fresh, and that is exactly what this fragrance embodies. Ooh, it's so interesting. When you spray it on, it's like nothing that I've sprayed before. It's so citrusy, but at the same time, it has a little bit of seductiveness to it. It's definitely a scent that you spray on and it makes you happy. I would categorize this as something that I would love to wear in the summertime. It is a scent that you can throw on during the day and it can transition into the night. And it is so luxurious. I love the packaging. I think it's so beautiful. It stands out. The cap is so nice. And this scent is just... ooh, it's just fresh, but it has a little bit of a mysterious edge to it. It makes you feel like you can conquer your day. If you're sleepy in the morning and you spray this on, it's going to wake you up and it's going to give you that extra zing. But when you smell it too, you can tell that it's not just extra young, because sometimes green apple reminds me of youthfulness, and sometimes you want something a little bit more mature. So it gives you that playfulness of the green apple, but then it kind of levels it down with a little bit of pink pepper, and it has orange blossom. And I love orange because I've realized that I really do like citrusy scents, but they need to be a little bit more interesting than just a straight citrus scent. And Imabile is perfection. I love this fragrance so much. Also, I have a code on their website. It is Kelsee10. You guys can use that to save 10%. It's so good. It's seriously so good. Next is a scent that I have used probably 15 years maybe. Okay, maybe a little bit longer than that. That one is MAC Turquoise. MAC makes some amazing fragrances, and throughout the years they've discontinued some that I liked, but the constant that they've kept is MAC Turquoise, and I've gone through countless bottles of MAC Turquoise. It has such a pleasant scent. Like when you spray on MAC Turquoise, you're not going to offend anyone. It's like if turquoise had a smell, MAC Turquoise would be it. It reminds you of the sea, but it doesn't have that salty smell to it. You know, sometimes a lot of beach fragrances smell like the sand. They may smell like the sun. Turquoise smells like the most beautiful blue oceans of like Turks and Caicos or something like that. And it's such a fresh scent that just peps your spirit up too. And that's what I like about summer. I like something that's a little bit more carefree, but it has a little bit of a slight edge to it. Next, I have a rosy fragrance because I love rose scents. So I love Parfums de Marly. It is such an amazing niche fragrance brand, and Delena has a cult following for a reason. But this scent right here, I cannot even help myself before I even told you what it is. It is Delena La Rose, and I love it because it has a little bit more rosy hints to it than the original Delena does, which the original Delena is so intoxicating. That is one of my favorite scents of all time, but I like this variation of Delena a little bit more for summertime because it's a little bit fresher and lighter. And this scent, it smells so good. It's a very delicate scent, but it pops. To me, wearing different scents allows me to be who I want to be that day. So I can shift the vibe to focus on what I wanted to focus on. And I love this one for when I feel very feminine. So next I have another fresh fragrance. And this one is another classic in my collection because I've had this for years and years and years. I actually remember having this when I was much younger. And my mom was like, Kelsee, why do you want this? And I was like, I am obsessed with it. This one is a variation of Chanel Chance, which I used to wear Chanel Chance when I was a child as well. But this one is a little bit fresher, hence the name Eau Fresh. So this scent is a little bit woodier. It's a citrus scent, and I love how it plays on my body chemistry. So it's kind of lemony, it's kind of cedary, but it doesn't smell like pine sol or anything like that. I think it smells very fresh and clean. And this is my first dive into my love affair with vetiver before I even knew that I loved green and vetiver scents. So I think about this one with shorts, maybe a white t-shirt to complement the freshness and the easeability of that outfit for the summer. And this one is one of my go-tos. I bought it in the summer. I have very fond memories of this scent, and it's been something that has been a staple in my collection for at least 10 years. The next fragrance that I love for summer is another Chanel Chance fragrance, and this one is right behind the Eau Fresh. This one is Eau Tendre, and this one is a rosy, fresh scent that has little hints of citrus to it. So I'm gonna smell so good, but I'm just spraying everything on myself. It's very fruity. It's a little bit musky, but I love it so much. It is so clean. It reminds me a lot of Eau Fraiche, but it definitely has its own DNA. So this one can be a little bit sharper, a little bit more punchy, but I still love it so much because I love rose, I love citrus scents, and this one paired it together so well. So I'm so happy to have this one, and again, I'm always gonna have this one in my collection. Next is a beautiful scent by Maison Francis Kurkdjian. This one is Gentle Fluidity Silver, and I think this is one of the best smelling fragrances on the planet. It is one of those fragrances that just smells like money. It smells like you walk the walk and you talk the talk. I would say this scent is very much so unisex. So I can see my boyfriend wearing this if he wanted to, but I can also wear this one because it has that fresh quality to it. And I love it so much. This is the ultimate boss everyday type perfume, and this one will work for day or night, and I think it smells incredibly good on my body. Plus, you all know I love the fresher scents, and this one is like the ultimate fresh scent. And lastly is a fragrance from one of my favorite fragrance houses, Flower of Immortality. And this one, dare I say, may be one of my signature scents because it smells super fresh, but it has a little bit of a peachy quality to it, and I've come to realize that I really love peachy scents. So this one is sweet, but it's not too sweet because I don't like overly sweet gourmand type scents, but this one is about as sweet as I go. But the peach to it just smells so good and delicious on me. It's kind of like a white peach, and I think that is the perfect description. It takes me to a faraway land that I don't think I've ever been to. It reminds me of a white beach, being able to sit outside and enjoy the day, maybe get a little bit of a tan, maybe sip a little bit of a drink out of a fresh coconut. It's just good, and it's fresh, and it works for every occasion, and it just reminds me of myself in the most innocent way, and Flower of Immortality is just perfection. These are my favorite summer fragrances. Let me know some of your favorites down in the comments section if you have some that I should try. And I want to give a special thank you again to Twisted Lily for sending me a fragrance. And I also want to give a huge thank you to House of Sillage for partnering with me on the giveaway of the Whispers of Temptation scent, which you guys please do not forget to enter. So if you like my fragrance videos, make sure you give this video a thumbs up, and I will check you all in my very next video, which will be super soon. Smooches. Bye.